Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my April Magical Readathon TBR. So this time around it lasts from the beginning of April all the way until the end, and you pick your career, and those careers have different challenges towards each of them. The challenges are as if you're like taking your school grades of like OWLs and any WTs, and yeah, so this time around I have gone for the Trader of Magical Times, which is a brand new career. I was like, well, you know what, this one has actually got really sort of doable challenges that seem to like fit towards the books that I've got. And so with this one I've got 4 OWLs to achieve and 3 NEWTs, so in total there's 7 books, and I think if I really push myself, especially during this isolation period, I believe that I can do it. So without further ado, I will go through with you the OWLs and the NEWTs for this career. So starting with the OWLs, so we have Ancient Runes, Charms, History of Magic and Transfiguration. With NEWTs we have E in Ancient Runes, A in Charms and an E in History of Magic. So let's start with the OWLs and their challenges. So with the OWLs, Ancient Runes is to read a book with a heart on the cover or in the title. So for this one I have gone for The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. As you can see, a heart that is on the cover made out of rose petals. This book is a adult romance book about a female that has autism, and that how she struggles with romance and especially like sex, and this is just about her sort of like learning all of those things with it. So yeah, so I'm really intrigued by this, and hopefully I can get around to reading this in the Readathon. Next of all, for Charms in the OWLs, you have to read a book with white on the cover. So for this one I have chosen By Your Side by Casey West. As you can see, white is on the majority of this cover. This is a book that is based in a library. This girl is locked in a library, but she discovers that she's not quite locked in the library on her own. Now, obviously us readers would be loving to be locked inside a library for like 24 hours or more, because of the books that are surrounding it. So yeah, I'm really intrigued about this one. Then for History of Magic for the OWLs, you are to read a book that features witches or wizards in, and for this one I have chosen The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. This is The Witcher. I just was like, you know what, it's got the name witch in it, and yeah, they have sort of like witch abilities. They are powerful, they have like real good strength and stuff, so yeah, I'm reading that for that challenge. And then for Transfiguration for the OWLs, you are to read a book or series that has shapeshifters in it. And so for this one I have put City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare, book number 5 in the Mortal Instruments series. The whole Mortal Instruments world contains beings like shapeshifters, and also you can include even people that turn from humans into werewolves, or like humans into vampires, because they're technically shape-shifting from a human into something else. And yeah, you get actual like shapeshifters as well, humans that turn into actual like monsters and stuff, or like monsters that turn into like other things, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue my journey with this book. Now I'm moving on to my NEWTs, and for this one you have to get an E in Ancient Runes. And to read E in Ancient Runes, the challenge for that is to read a most ancient book that's on your bookshelf. To be honest, this can go towards quite a lot of books. I have a lot of books that I've owned for like 5 years or more on my shelves, and so the book that I have actually gone for this challenge is Time Between Us by Tamara Ireland Stone. And this is a time travel sort of romance, which is really cool. And yeah, I've owned this book for several years now, and I just yeah, need to get it read and off my TBR. But I'm very, very excited to read this one all the same. Next for any WTs is to get an A in Charms, and that is to read a book that has magic in it. So I have gone for Untamed by PC and Christine Cass. This is a reread for me. This is the 4th book in the House of Night series. They contain vampires and witches and magic, and I've been meaning to read this recently, and yeah, now I get the chance to. And then finally for the NEWTs, you are to get an E in History of Magic, and for that you have to read a book that was published 5 or more years ago. And again, this can go towards quite a lot of books that are on my TBR. And so the one that I've chosen for this one is Shatter Me by Tara Murphy. This is also a reread for me, and got a big urge to read it, so it's good that I've managed to find it towards a challenge. And yeah, this was published way like 8 years ago or something now, which is crazy thinking about it like that, because I remember reading it several years ago and loving it. So yeah, it'll be the first time that I actually reread this book, and I'm hoping that I enjoy it just as much as I did the first time around. So there you have it, guys. These are the 7 books that I'll be reading towards the magical readathon for April. If I'm not feeling something towards a challenge and I'm feeling something else that could go towards a challenge, I might switch up some books. So for example, Shatter Me, which went for the book that was published 5 years ago or more, I can put that towards like any other book if I'm not quite feeling Shatter Me at the time period. Or, you know, for Untamed, with the book that has magic in it, I've got loads of books that contain magic in it. Time Between Us, a book that I've had on my TBR for the longest. You know, I can switch things up, like if I so wish, because I'm a mood reader. And with me slumping at the moment, I'm finding this is the best way for me to actually read books that I want to read books that I am enjoying. So yeah, so hopefully I can achieve my career as a grader of magical tomes. I'm really excited about this. I bet there's a lot of people that are going to go for this new career, but to be honest, it's just a readathon where we can all read together. And I just found these had challenges that I could just fit books towards that I really want to read. The next part of this fun video is to pick my Unwrapped book, as well as select a book from my books to read in 2020. So the books that are like either side of the wrapped books here, on this side and this side. I've already selected a book to read for April, but the wrapped books are in the middle. So I'm going to select a number from 1 to 10 on my Spinny app, and the number that it lands on is the book that I'll be unwrapping and hopefully reading during the month of April. So let's spin the app and see what number it lands on. Right here it says number 5, so I'm going to select number 5. So here is book number 5, and I'm going to unwrap it in front of you guys so we can see this book together. I have no idea what books are in this. I picked these, I think, last year actually, like in December. So I don't actually know what are in these books. I just haven't got a clue what book this is. I hope it's going to be something that I will read and enjoy. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, okay. So the book that's come out is a Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick. So this is an adult book, and I believe this is about a couple of people that are sort of like mentally destroyed, like people that have sort of like anxiety, I believe. Pat knows that life can't always go according to plan, but he's determined to get his life back on track. After a stint at a psychiatric hospital, he's staying with his parents and trying to live according to the new philosophy of getting fit, be nice and always look for the silver lining, but he's determined to be reconciled with his wife Nikki. Pat's parents just want to protect him so he can get back to his feet, but when Pat befriends mysterious Tiffany, the secrets they've been keeping from him threaten to come out. But yeah, I believe that they're literally just about like a couple of people that find life very challenging. So yeah, hopefully I can get around to reading this in April. Now, because I like to challenge myself, I'm going to pick a book from my 2019 BookTube top books. So all the people that I am subscribed to that did top 10 or like best books of 2019, I put all of their choices in here. So that is going to include a lot of duplicates. So the more people's favourites, the more chance that something will come out. So for example, Red, White and Royal Blue was a lot of people's favourites last year. Lock Every Door was quite popular. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is what I can remember as well. And also the Ruth Ware book, The Turn of the Key, was quite popular too. So yeah, big jar. But I just think to challenge myself each month to pick one of these books out at least. So here's my jar. I've got my little scoop actually, because I'm thinking of like, I don't know, like, I don't really, my hand is going in. I'm going to try and find something in the middle somewhere maybe. Trouble is, it's getting the hand out again. I have got a book here in my hand. And this is going to be the challenge, because I've got to challenge myself every month. Oh, okay, I own this book. This is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I own this book. I feel like I've got it here with me actually. Yes, I do. Oh my goodness, I actually have this book. Like here. Is that a sign or is that a sign? My goodness, okay. Truly Devious. I've got that here in my pile of books. I've heard really, really good things about this book series. And I'm actually really excited that this book came out. So that's really, really cool. So that is my 2019 book recommendation for me to attempt to read in April. I'm going to try and focus on these three books of the Unwrapped book, the 2020 book to read, and the 2019 recommendation. I will try and focus on those three, so that those three are the ones that get done first. But it's always good to try and challenge ourselves and to read other people's favourites, so that's another reason why I've selected a book as well. And yeah, it'd be good to get it read, and obviously off of my TBR as well. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited that that book came out. So yeah, that is my 2019 book recommendation for April. That is my April TBR and Magical Readathon TBR. Let me know what you guys are reading for April down below in the comments. Let me know if you're participating in the Magical Readathon as well. I'm in the Discord, I'm in the Hufflepuff group, so if you're Hufflepuff, hello. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below, and if so, which one you think I should like start with, which one you think you want to hear more from me from the certain book. All of my social media links, there's always a link down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. But that's it for me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!